Hi everyone, you guys have probably heard about AIRO, but if not, it is the newest drone stock IPO. Super hot just with drones being a hot section and with, the conflicts going on in the world. So you guys are probably wondering, it's up huge, is it worth the buy? Should you look into it more deeply? And I'll give you a very simple and concise analysis just so you can make a more informed decision. So basically, right now, there's about 25.6 million shares. For the last 3 months, they're looking at a loss of about 2 million. If we annualize that, multiply the shares by the current price, you get a P of about negative 91. So essentially, that sucks, but that does suck, but sometimes, a company's turning the corner or it's justified because they have massive growth. So let's put this into context. As you can see, top line, they did nearly 14 million revenue for the first 3 months in 2024. And then 2025, that shrinks to about 12 million. So you're paying a negative P because this company's a money burner for a company that's simultaneously dying. That sounds like such a horrible bargain to me. But, I didn't come purely to bash this stock. You guys probably are wondering, well, what can I buy instead? Because maybe you guys are looking for a drone stock. Well, let me introduce to you Next Vision. I first mentioned it on January 2nd, and nobody really follows my videos, but since then, it's up about 73%. It's not too late, and why Next Vision is so great is because they're a market leader. They make cameras for drones. Essentially, their only competition is a Chinese company, and you're not going to have America buying Chinese military components. They have very good technology, so, like I mentioned, there's not much who can compete. Balance sheet's very good. P at about 33. Pretty modest given the good growth, and the cost efficiency here is very interesting because they actually have a pretty cheap solution. And when you hear a cheap solution, you probably think of small margins, but they actually have very, very high margins, about 60% net margins, which you're not going to find with other companies. So yeah, basically that is the small pitch on this. So to summarize, AIRO is basically a horrible stock. Sure, it could go up, just like you might win money on the slot machine. But for the most part, if you're looking for a drone stock and to make money off of drones, Next Vision is the better buy in my opinion.